Good morning, all. Hope
Good
able to hear me.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, no.
Good morning.
Yeah. Sorry for the delay. Only for today we will start 10 minutes late, and tomorrow onwards we will start at 6:45 only. Okay. So here, the last week session we have just had an introduction of individual. Okay. So again we will take one more introduction session either next week. Okay, after attending a few sessions. Okay. So first of all, I'll tell you regarding the course part and contents part once again. See here. Whatever SAP course, again, I would like to reiterate for everybody's benefit. The SAP course, whatever course we are going to cover last week also, I think I have covered. Okay. We are going to start from scratch. We are going to start from scratch. Means what is S, what is A, what is P. Clear? And normally when compared to outside, our course duration will be little lengthy or more lengthy, you can call it as because somebody is outside covering in 15-day sessions or 2-month session or 3 months, maximum 5 months. Clear? 30 days, 40 days, 60 days, something people are doing it, but it's a mere impossible to cover SAP FICO with less than 9 months. It's mere impossible. If someone is covering less than 9 months, even 9 months is also not sufficient. I'm telling you, 9 months is also not sufficient. But again, I'm telling you, one day here, 1 month here and there, our course will continue. I'm giving deadlines as in 9 months. Clear? But 1 month here and there, it may. And for your batch, again, I'm reiterating, we are going to have one project class, which is having a 40 hours project class. 40 hours additionally, like other batches, we may have, we don't have a project class because because once we complete 6 to 7 months, the new projects are going to come for my thing. So that project classes we are going to take, and I won't take that project classes. The relevant consultants are going to take, means after almost a complete 80% of completion of our course, right after controlling module. So we are going to take an additional hours on project classes. That is almost all your live project itself. So additionally, that is 40 hours additional. That is also not possible to cover in 40 hours, but we will try to cover in 40 hours and 10 hours here and there. Again, I'm telling you, 10 hours here and there. Clear? So this is totally 9 months class. As I mentioned earlier also, 9 months, not less than 9 months. 1 month here and here, not here. 1 month it will get extended. Not we can't cover in 8 months. And same time, are we, again I'm reiterating, are we need to wait till 9 months to crack interview or to get the jobs? Clear? No, not required. Not required. See, as per the schedule, we need to cover the FI. There are 2 modules again. See here, whatever SAP we are doing. So we have 2 different modules, FI and CO. Correct? We will have the complete, what are the different modules are there in our FICO. So here in FI, we have a finance module and CO module. So probably finance module, we will complete 6 months time, 5 to 6 months time. I'm taking maximum length, that is 6 months. So once we are done with the 6 months practice FI part, clear? Once we complete this FI part, right? So what are the modules will be there in the sense in FI module? Again, I'm just high level I'm giving right now. So we will have the basic configuration. We are going to spend little time on this introduction part only. To enter into practical only, we will take 15 sessions or at least 10 sessions, minimum 10 sessions to enter into practical part. So how organization structures, we are going to discuss everything about in the basic configuration step. And after that, we have GL module. This is one module, sub modules in FI. FI is one module. Under that, we have sub modules. Okay, I'll just make it point here. Sub modules. Okay, that is GL module. Okay, and we have AP module, accounts payable module, AR module, banking module. Before that, in between AP and AR module, we are going to cover tax module. Tax module. It could be anything. See, for example, tax module across the globe, the configuration, whatever. In India, we use GST tax, right? China, we have CG, what we call same. We call it as a GST, but there is a GTS, golden tax system in China. So whatever it may be, US tax system or Australian tax system, the configuration steps are same across the globe in SAP. The tax percentages would be different. The source collection would be something different, but the basic configuration will be the same in any module. Clear? Any country, the tax classification, tax configuration will be the same. If you know one country's tax configuration, you can say that I can do any country's tax configuration. If you are perfect in one particular country tax configuration, then you can cover any country's tax configuration. And most challenging one is Indian tax configuration. The most challenging, majority steps will be there in Indian tax configuration. That is nothing but GST tax configuration. So that's the reason we are going to cover GST configuration, so that the other countries' configuration would be more easy when we are perfect in a GST configuration. So that's the reason tax module. We have a tax module. And next one, we have banking module. Banking module. Clear? Once we are done with the banking module, asset accounting module. Asset accounting module. Clear? Asset accounting. So here the lengthy modules are asset accounting module and the GL module. Clear? The other remaining module we can, if you are perfect in GL module, then these modules, whatever I'm calling it as a banking module, AP module or tax module, AR module, banking module will be damn easy. But when it comes to asset accounting module is little lengthy one. And majority clients expect they need a consultants who are good at asset accounting. So only, so we are going to stress little more on asset accounting. Clear? And apart from that, so this is our main course in FI module. Clear? And apart from that, what we are going to do after completion of asset accounting or after completion of banking module, we are going to do other modules, like which is not relevant for us, but we need to have a knowledge. Other modules like module. This is nothing but material management module. See, that is not related to FICO, our course, but still we need to have at least a minimum knowledge, that is 15 to 20% knowledge on module. Okay, that we are going to cover. Module, SD module and PP module. What is module? Material management module. SD module is nothing but your sales and distribution module, and production and planning module, PP. If possible, we will try to do one more module, new module called project system module. Project system module. Whatever I'm going to highlight, these are the extra modules which are not relevant to our course. Understood? MM module, SD module, PP module, and PS module. I'm sorry. Okay. So here, why we need to do? So here we are going to do integrations with FI module, integration with FI module. Means we are going to make a relation between our FI module to MM module. We are going to make a relation between our FI module to SD module. Clear? Integration with FI. Integration with FI. Clear? So these are the extra modules we are going to see. And so if we are good at this T, so the coming 6 months, so we 5 months actually maximum, that is 5 months we will complete all those stuff, but I'm taking 1 month extra, 6 months. Clear? Here we are going to conduct, so you people are ready to attend interview after completion of these modules, and we will do basic in the same first 6 months itself, basic concepts and fundamentals of CO module. Okay, in that cost element accounting, cost element accounting, COPA module, WBSC we will see in asset accounting only, COPA module, and next one, profitability analysis. This we are going to see in first 6 months. Means we are not going to ignore the complete CO module in first 6 months, but whatever are expected by your interviewer to have a knowledge on CO module also, those things we are going to cover in this first 6 months along with your FI module. So if you are perfect till here, if you are good, not good, perfect till here, then you are eligible to attend interview and eligible to crack interviews. Clear? So as I mentioned earlier also, practice is the only mantra to get success in this particular environment. Without practice, we can't expect any chance of success. Clear? Again, I am reiterating. For example, practice in the sense how. See, if I am creating one company, I normally create for all the batches, I will create in our regular cards, I'll create one company with 3 different company codes. 3 different company codes. Okay, entire complete, whatever 9 months or 10 months, I'll take one example of one company, and under that I'll create 3 company codes. The people who are there in the early batch, they know that. Okay, I am going to do end-to-end, means end-to-end implementation I am going to do. End-to-end implementation means, what do you mean by implementation? We have a different projects in SAP. So that we are going to discuss in near future. But implementation means compulsory when you submit your resume. First, your employer looks, means whoever conducting interview, they will check whether do you have an implementation knowledge or not, implementation experience or not. Fine. Those 2 criteria, the selection process will be there. So means, do you have any implementation knowledge, and same time implementation experience is there or not. So the complete 6 months to 9 months, whatever course we are going to do, end-to-end implementation we are going to do. What does mean by implementation? Means, I'm just giving a glance. See, if a company is running in other software like Tally or Oracle or JD Edwards or any other ERPs, they are working their systems, their account, their business transactions in other softwares other than SAP software, they are using it. Okay, due to some issues, due to some challenges, due to some difficulties, they are not able to get their outputs according to their requirements in other softwares, other systems. Okay, Like they want the multi-dimensional reporting. Multi-dimensional reporting that is possible with only SAP ERP, not with any other ERPs. Yeah. So that particular company wants to migrate. That particular company wants to migrate from non-SAP to SAP. Non-SAP to SAP. So they are means they purchased the SAP software. They have purchased the SAP software. They want to install in their organization, in that their systems, and they want to utilize. So for freshly purchased SAP of your client, and we need to configure as a consultant, we need to take the requirements of our client. We need to take requirements of our client. Okay. And we need to implement, we need to configure according to the requirement of your client. Then that particular project, we are going to call it as an implementation project, end-to-end implementation project. Clear? In this particular cycle, in this particular 6 months, we are going to see the complete end-to-end project. Means from scratch of company organization structure to till generation of different reports, different integrations, and everything we are going to see end to end. So not only implementation, we are going to do what we call support project also in this particular course. Support project. I'll tell you what do you mean by support. And same time, we are going to do testing project also in this particular duration only. Means, what do you mean by testing? So here we will do the configuration and we will work as an end user. Means how we will work? Means we will check all the configurations are working perfectly or not. Okay. Checking the configuration, whether they are working perfectly or not, whatever configurations we have done. So then that particular process, we call it as a testing project or testing environment. Clear? That also we will do. Means we are not only going to do the implementation part, we are going to do the support part, we are going to do the testing part. So 3 things we are going to do in coming 9 months. You should know what is testing, what is implementation, what is customer support. So the coming 2 to 3 months only, you will understand, okay, this is called implementation, this is called testing, this is called support. And I'll give you wherever the real-time scenarios are going to. I'll ask you to make I'll ask you to make star for the important interview questions. Important interview question, whatever may be the designation, whatever may be the role, those questions are mandatory. If you are attending an interview for project owner or a product owner in SAP, then whatever questions, I'll make it as a star mark, then definitely that can be expected for that particular level. If you're going for entry level, then also whatever star mark I'll tell you, so you can expect question from that particular thing. Clear? So here, but here I'm saying that I'll create only one company in the entire course and 3 different company codes. We are going to do everything. But what is my expectations from you people? Practice in the sense. So you will do same, you will create one company and 3 different company codes. Okay, first time I'll accept. You can create one company, 3 different company codes. Okay, no problem. But if you do one company and 3 different company codes, what you will do? First, you will put it on a notebook, on a piece of paper, that whatever structure we are doing. And next, what you will do, you will record your whatever recording I'll share. You will listen to that and you will do it practice. Practice in the sense how you will do without gaining anything. You will do data entry work by listening to that recording. Okay, company creation. This is the configuration step. This is a transaction code. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Company name, company address, and that's it. Okay, and assign company to company code. You will follow in a such a way that data entry work way. And that is not expected from you people the coming 9 months. So what is the second thing? Okay, first 2 to 3 times, you can go through your notes. You can go through the recordings. You can do the same data entry part only. But at least 4th time, try to use without any recording, without any steps. You have to practice in such a way that you have to remember each and every step. Okay. And you need to create at least 20 companies in 9 months. I'm telling you, see, again, it's depends on person to person. One person after 5 practices, they remember everything. Clear? And for like a person like me, if I do 100 times, I don't remember. I can't remember the things. Clear? A person like me, I can't remember the things if I do 100 times. So here again, I am right. I am telling you, we don't require any logic. We don't require any programming knowledge. Nothing is required. Only the thing is only practice is the only way we need to get this particular subject. Only practice. So what I'm giving, I'm saying maximum. See, if you want, you are able to design your own thing on your own entire structure, then you 5 times or 6 times, 7 times, you can, that's it. That is enough for practice. But if you're not able to remember the things because of your personal schedule and other schedule, but dedicatedly give the time and try to create 20 different companies by end of our course. End to end, you need to complete that. So you won't forget single line. Again, I'm telling you. And trust me, when I was started practicing, I'm reiterating, I didn't took anywhere the course training or something else. And this particular course I have designed on my own, clear, by looking at the entire globe. And again, trust me, whether you trust me or not, I got many advisors from SAP AG, which is SAP product site. I got directly advisors from SAP AG. So that's the reason I have created my own course, clear. And if you, again, I'll say confidently, if you are good, so we are not going to leave a single point. Single point, we are not going to leave. Okay, maybe the time kills, but we are not going to leave a single point. Right? Same time, so 20 companies. And whether you trust me, when I was doing a practice, I have created 150 different companies in my practice. 150. That's the reason I took example. A person like me, I was in, I was not able to remember even that 90th practice also. But now I'm in a position, without looking anything, I can tell you. But I'll attend a few webinars of SAP AG because I'm authorized person now to attend webinars directly from SAP AG. Clear? So that is the only request from my end to you people. Practice is the only one thing to get success in this particular environment. Nothing impossible in this. Everything is possible. People says the people who don't practice and they will attend interviews. Okay, they will say that this is a challenging one, very tough topics, and I'll say it's a very challenging, very tough. For whom? Who want to practice. But the people who practices, for them it's a damn easy one. According to me, there is no easy, no tough. If I know something, then it is easy. If I don't know something, then that is a tough. But again, that's the reason I'm telling you. People will say that, okay, you can crack interview. You cracking interview is not that challenge. We can crack interviews, right? But after hitting the floor, we will face a lot of challenges. Who will face a lot of challenges? The people who didn't practice in their course time, are the people who didn't practice dedicatedly in their course time. Then those people at that, after hitting the floor, they will face the challenges. But the people who have already practiced very well, then 85 to 90%, they won't face any sort of challenges. Say 10% here and there people will face. Even the project level people, product owner level people will also have the challenges. But 100% we will have a breathing time will be there to overcome those challenges. But you won't face 100% challenges over there. And I'm telling you, 10% challenges you will get in any environment. If you are working as an end user also, we will get 10% challenges. Right? Any other environment also, we will get 10% challenge. But here we will have a breathing time to overcome that particular challenges. Clear? So my humble request, if you have a time, if you can take time to practice, then only please dedicatedly do it. Anytime. I'm not going to restrict yourself, but the only request is take time and practice, whatever may be the thing. As we know that necessity is mother of invention. The same way, see, 9 hours if you are spending in office, why can't we ask our employer to, I'll work only for 4.5 hours, 5 hours? Because that is the rule, right? So make a rule that this particular 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 5 hours, I'll dedicatedly keep it for practice part only. So whatever may be the challenge, if you are working for someone, that 9 hours Monday to Friday, we won't do our private life. We won't give our private life. Hardly 1 or 2 days we will give as a taking leave. But the other hours we will work dedicatedly. In the same way, keep it to 2.5 hours dedicatedly for practice part. Okay. The next, do that practice dedicatedly. Clear? Then 100%. Maybe as per your things, maybe 10 practices you will remember everything. Till here, any questions? It's not a GAN session. I'm telling you my experience. That's it. Yeah, Vikram. See, again, I'm telling you, 2 hours, maybe less than 2 hours also, it may be okay for you. Because as per your grasping, as per your understanding, as per remembering. Again, I'm telling you, right? See, learning like alphabets, these are. Learning like an alphabets. Alphabets in schooling, they will give you first 2 alphabets, 2 letters of alphabets to practice. Right? In the same way, we need to practice such that every day we need to give the time for this understanding time. Clear? That is more important. 2 hours is also more than sufficient. In a week, 5 days, if you are practicing, it is nothing but 10 hours you are doing it. Right? According to your accessibility, your understanding skills, and your memory part, you need to remember, you need to practice the things. Any other questions from anyone? Before we proceed to next.
No, Naveen.
So here again, I'm telling you, so 2 companies. And what are the prerequisites before, after, this is supposed to be taken before that, but still I'll tell you prerequisite. What are the prerequisites for this particular course? FICO, who are eligible for to do FICO. So all commerce graduates. Means all the BCom, MCom, MBA, okay, BBA, okay. All these people who has done their BCom, MCom, MBA, BBA, and in few batches I am having, trust me, BTech people also. BTech people also. But the priority whenever we go to attend any interviews, the first priority will be given to these particular people. But same time, BTech people, okay. So here, this is the first prerequisite. I'll tell you what are the challenges, because as per your certification, you are the commerce related person, then automatically you will get the opportunity to work in a finance side. But BTech people, so normally I won't advise for the BTech people to do this particular FICO. So we have other courses like MM, SD, other logistics courses. Logistics. Okay. But if they want to see, some people after completion of BTech, they will go for MBA with finance stream. MBA finance stream. Majority people, BTech. I saw majority people who are there in our other batches. They have their basic qualification was BTech or BSc, and they have done their MBA with a stream called finance. Right? Okay. They are also eligible. They are also eligible. But here again, I'm telling you, even though we are BCom, even though we are MCom, even though we are MBA, we are BBA or whatever it is. So here, what are the prerequisite for this in the sense? We need to have a knowledge. We need to have 15 to 20%. 15 to 20% of 15 to 20% of your financial accounting knowledge, academic accounting knowledge, whatever you have learned in intermediate, whatever you have learned in your BCom, MCom, MBA, or whatever it is. So 15 to 20% of financial accounting knowledge, not 100%. 15 to 20% of financial accounting knowledge. And same time, okay, same time, 15 to 20% This is for FI module. This is for FI module, financial accounting knowledge. But we have one more module called CO. We are going to do that, right? 15 to 20% of cost accounting, and management accounting knowledge. 15 to 20% of financial accounting knowledge and 15 to 20% of cost accounting knowledge, cost and management. So this cost and management will be taken care in normally that helps at the time of controlling module, and the financial accounting knowledge, whatever 15 to 20%, that helps in FI module. Okay, see, we probably we have done our graduation 10 years ago or PG 5 years, 6 years ago. But normally how we will check our accounting and everything in the sense, if we get that particular, if we complete that particular year, normally how our trainings would be there in the sense, once we complete that particular stage, we will forget those basics and everything, right? And normally nowadays how the jobs are in the sense, after completion of our PG or graduation, we will hit as an end user or any other stores. So our whatever we study was something different, and whatever work we are doing would be something different, right? So due to that gap, we will forget these basics also. What is debit, what is credit, what is accounting, what is P&L, what is balance sheet, right? What is the cost element accounting, right? What do you mean by cost sheet? What do you mean by job sheet? Those are the basics which we need to remember, but because of our life, whatever working style and everything, we might forget these basics also. Okay, but it's not a big challenge for us because we are going to cover this 15 to 20% financial accounting knowledge. We feel that in our course, which is inclusive in this particular course only. Even though this is not relevant to our SAP, this is not relevant to SAP, this is an additional part we are going to cover. Okay, so once again I'm telling you, once you are after completion of this financial accounting knowledge, academic accounting knowledge, and cost and management accounting knowledge, majority people will say that okay, financial accounting knowledge we can manage, but majority people says that cost accounting and management accounting is really challenging. But again I'm telling you, once if you attend our sessions, right, once we complete this 15 to 20% of cost and management accounting, you will say that it is more easier than the financial accounting part. I'll give you a simple fingertips. That's it. So you can teach after attending those sessions, you will be in a position to teach CA people, CWA people, or on this cost and management or financial accounting. You can teach CWA people, CA people, MBA people, CMA people. Okay, I'll give you only those fingertips. That's it. With that fingertips, if you you will understand, again, if not, if you understand, you will 100% understand that fingertips, and you will be in a position to explain any professional person, like that could be an MBA postgraduate, right, master graduate, or CA person, or a CWA person, or CS, or any CMA person. You will be in a position to explain them their academic subjects of cost and management accounting and financial accounting. That I'll challenge. Clear? So those are the things we are going to cover. This is additional thing. Because people, until we don't have a knowledge on this, it's again taking in a wrong direction. Okay, I'll show you the configuration. You will understand that is okay, this is need to be done. But what would be the output? What is end user is expecting? That we won't understand. Completion of course will not be a challenge. But again, people will say that, okay, completion of course is easy. Cracking interviews easy. But once we hit the floor, we will face a lot of challenges. We can't sustain them. Why? Who will say that? The people who don't have this particular knowledge. Who don't have this particular knowledge. Yes, Vikram, please go ahead, Vikram, with your question. Unmute and answer.
Anji, sir. Sir, the question I have is that do you have any topics in accounting which we can, as in students, can go through ourselves, so that when you're trying to explain us in 10 days or 20 days down the line, we can really connect it automatically. Reason being on what I'm talking about is because when we're practicing in SAP, then the configuration and everything, it's kind of rectification there, which we
Correct.
have to remember in our mind. But for financial accounting, the knowledge part, I'm talking the theory part, like debits and credits and balance sheet and profit and loss and blah blah blah. So do you have any topics like that you say, hey students, these are 20 topics which I would like you to go through, uh, read as much as you can, but I will also be explaining in the class and you will be able to reconnect.
Yeah, I got it. See, the thing is, initial level, we don't require any financial configuration part. We don't require any accounting or financial or cost accounting part. When we require, in the sense, when we start our GL module, first module, basic module, clear? So I'll give a session, and same time I'll share a notes also, which is already prepared notes. But normally what happens is reading a notes and taking a session and asking a questions. Clear? Will be three different things. If I give you a normal notes, then probably whenever you get a time, you will read it. But same time, probably you may understand 20 to 30% from that. Clear? I can tell you that, okay, instead of using, I'll take a session, extra session, you can go through these notes, and if you can understand these notes, and I'll continue with these notes. But I have faced a lot of challenges because, okay, it will be the debit, credit, and whatever we call. But my main intention is, if we have, I'll give you the notes also, I'll give you the recordings also, but same time, I'll take an extra sessions on these finance and cost and management accounting. So that once we complete, then you will understand that particular notes in thoroughly. Hope you got my point.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's the reason. See, normally we have done in our +2 plus the whatever 13, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15th class also. But same time, we have read that already. We have completed that stage. That stage we have already completed. But the problem, we don't remember anything. But I'll make you that how you need to remember these things. I'll give you those tips. So that is possible with the session. Hope you got.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So that gap we are going to complete in our particular course. So that's the reason I don't have any issues if they are from BTech, if they are from MTechs, or any non-commerce students also. I don't have any problem, because however I'm going, whatever bridge is required, whatever gap is there, so we are going to fill that particular gap with this additional things. Clear? So that's the reason it's immaterial for me. Normally other people will say that, okay, BTechs are not eligible. Probably they are not eligible, seriously speaking, because whenever they are going to attend interviews, so they won't get a priority like commerce students. But if they have given a chance to attend interview, then definitely we are going to cover. We are going to cover whatever expectations of interviewer, whatever expectations of client, that gap we are going to fill. And automatically, they will also considered as an eligible person to attend this particular thing, because here there is no rocket science. No rocket science in learning over here. But here, only the gap will be there for these people and this people, in the sense, only this particular knowledge part. However, we are going to cover this particular part also. So they need to prove themselves, even though I'm BTech, why I'm showing interest, in the sense, we had a subject called MEFA in our course. Every BTech people, they have one particular accounting subject will be there. MEFA, Managerial Economics and Financial Accounting. Clear? They can say that I got some interest on that and I have started digging down on accounting part and I am perfect right now. So that's the reason I want to work as an, that will be there in the second year of their BTech. So they can't go back and take a BCom or MCom, something like that. Okay, they can prove them that why they want to choose this particular profile, finance profile, because they have a subject. Okay, so this is the thing. So we are going to cover these additional part.
Sir, another question. Sorry.
Please go ahead. Not an issue.
Uh, Yeah, you know that these will be like, we'll be throwing with a lot of questions to you. Anyways, uh, when the job gets posted, sir,
Sorry.
normally when the companies post the jobs
Mhm.
for SAP FI, do they
Okay.
post the jobs for FI and CO, or do they post the jobs for FI or CO? So how does that work actually?
They will mention it as an FICO consultants.
Okay.
Okay. Even though their requirement is FI. See, again, I'll tell you, their requirement is on FI part, but they will post it as in now. And so, as I said, that we have a two different versions. Before I'll close this, we have a two different versions. We are going to cover again additional thing, ECC version, and we have HANA, S4 HANA. This is a new version in the market in SAP. So we are going to cover both the versions in depth. End to end, we are going to cover. We are going to cover ECC and we are going to cover S4 HANA. Last time also I told in the last session. See, coming 3 to 4 years, down the line 3 to 4 years, if you say that I am good at ECC, but not on S4 HANA, or you are saying I'm good at S4 HANA, but I don't know what is ECC, then it's not going to work. You should have a knowledge on ECC and you should have a knowledge on S4 HANA till 2030. Till 2030. Because after 2030, probably this is not going to be there in the market, ECC. This is not going to be there in the market because this is a latest one, which is upgraded one, S4 HANA, whatever HANA. We will talk what is S4 HANA and all. Okay. So whoever, all the clients since 1980, after 1980, yes, after 1980 or from 2000 onwards, all the companies are, whoever is using SAP ERP, they are working on ECC. And in the year 2013, nothing but they have populated in the year 2015, HANA. They have introduced HANA. Okay. HANA database. Okay. So they have created new version called S4 HANA. I'll talk what is S4 and other stuff. Okay. Remember that this is an old version. This is a new version. But out of 100% SAP users, means Fortune 500 companies, if I take 100 out of 100% companies, still 80% companies, I'll take 78% companies are still working on ECC version and 22% companies are migrated to HANA. Still 78% companies are working on ECC environment and only 22% across the globe I'm talking about. The statistics is across the globe. So 22% still working on HANA database. Clear? So here, ECC, in ECC version, these two modules are separated. These are two different modules. In finance, this one, FI and CO. Right? In ECC environment, we call it as an FI is one module, CO is one module. But in S4 HANA, whatever HANA database, in whatever 22%, it is one mod. They have merged. They have merged and they're calling it as an FICO. FICO. Normally people call it as an FICO, FICO. Clear? Now we are calling this module as an simple finance. What is simple finance? Simple finance is nothing but a combination of your FI module and a CO module. Now there are no more separate modules. There is one single module, FI and CO. Earlier, it was separate modules in ECC environment. FI is one module and CO is one module. But in HANA database, it is a single module. And we call it as a simple finance. People may ask you, I'm learning SAP. And the people who are working on S4 HANA, probably they might, so they don't have a knowledge on ECC. So they will ask you, do you know simple finance? Do you know simple finance? People think that simple finance is another module. No. What do you mean by simple finance? Simple finance is nothing but your FICO module, which is merged in HANA database. And I'll tell you what is HANA database and all in other future classes. But remember, that's the reason we are going to cover both the modules. So till what SAP has given, deadline is till 2028, the companies which are using ECC version, they can use it free of cost, in the sense whatever licensed they purchased long back, so they can use that particular ECC version till 2028. Till 2028, the SAP will give the support till 2028 on ECC. But from 28 to 30, 2 years, they will charge for the support and license. SAP. And after 2030, all the companies, whatever 78% companies are there, they have to mandatorily, they need to migrate to HANA database. This particular new version, they need to migrate. Understood? Any
Yes, sir.
questions?
So would we be practicing on both the data?
Exactly. We are going to
ECC and
practice on
HANA?
both. Yes. We are going to practice first. We will see
And it's-
ECC. The next, see, again, I'm telling you, as I said, that if you are good at ECC part, S/4HANA, there are only 15 to 20% changes are there. Hardly changes. How much changes it is there? Majorly, we have 5% change in GL accounting, 15 to 20% changes in asset accounting. Overall, it would be a 15 to 20% change. That's it. Nothing much. People says
So
that
they
that's the
both
reason.
are different platforms.
Sorry,
So they will be both different platforms.
different. Yes, both are the different databases. The
Okay.
environment screens, majority are same. That's what I'm saying. 80% screens are same. Okay. But hardly 20% changes are there in the screen wise or whatever it is. We will discuss in depth what exactly the difference between ECC with S/4HANA. But mandatory to learn S/4HANA, in the market, people are teaching directly S/4HANA. But again, my thing is compulsory, we need to have a knowledge on ECC to work on S/4HANA or to learn S/4HANA. Hope you got my point. Any questions? Both are not different platforms. Both are same platforms. But this is an extended version. So till 2013, SAP was having its own application, but the database where we need to store the data, SAP didn't have its own database. So they were taking a tendency from third-party databases like Oracle, SQL, T-Base, right? Microsoft. They used to take to store their data. They were dependent on third-party databases. Clear? On ECC version. But after 2013, they have created their own database called HANA database. Now they were in S/4HANA, they were no more dependent on third-party databases. They have their own database. So that is the only difference. Clear? Now
Sir,
they have given a little, it is HANA database is 1,000 times faster than third-party databases. 1,000 times faster. Why it is faster? I'll explain in future. Understood? Any questions still here?
Sir, does it make very confusing when you're learning ECC and S/4HANA at the same time?
Sorry?
Does it make confusing?
No,
Does
no,
it
that's the reason.
No.
See, I would like to make this particular course without any confusion, crystal. That's the reason I'll cover first ECC part, then I'll compare with S/4HANA, and we are going to work on S/4HANA. So, which will have a crystal clear steps. We don't have any sort of confusion. And we are not going to have any sort of confusion. Clear?
Okay, sir.
So this is the initial stuff. Don't go in depth. This time giving an idea. Okay. Once we start, you will understand whether it's a challenging one or easy one or what is what. Hope you got my point. So it's actually
Yes,
like
And
whatever.
how can we get access to it now?
Sorry.
How can we get the access to this portal, this database now?
Access in the sense, I'll tell you in the tomorrow session how we can get access,
Okay.
how to install in our systems, and all the stuff in tomorrow session. What is the system capacity you should have, and all the stuff in tomorrow session, I'll give you that. Okay, that's what I
All
want
right.
to say here. Apart from these are the things we will additional part we are going to cover the academic accounting as well as Okay, we are going to cover additional modules like PP, PS. We are going to cover. Okay, apart from that, additionally, we are going to cover. See, the course is FICO, means that ECC module, correct? But we are not going to restrict ourselves only on ECC. We are going to cover S4 HANA also. Complete. Again, it's not a 10% or 20%. We are going to cover 100% of ECC and 100% of S4 HANA. Understood? So both the things we are going. So once you will stepped out from this particular course, you will be considered as a fully baked product, not half baked. Hope you got my point. But yeah, that's my responsibility, how I need to mold. But the only one thing I required from you is only the practice time. Dedicatedly give me a practice time. That is enough. Rest, I'll take care of everything. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah,
before?
yes.
Any other questions?
All good.
Okay, then we will continue tomorrow, the rest part. Is it fine?
Same time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same time. No change in the timings. If at all any change,
Oh.
I'll inform prior.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Fine.
thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you
Have a
very
good
much.
day.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.